Welcome here to New Day Cleveland. I am Natalie Hervick.
And I'm David Moss, and I hope you are hungry.
You better come prepared for this next hour. We are taking you all over Cleveland for some Cleveland cuisine.
That's right, all kinds of stuff from different places. We're talking about tacos, it could be crepes, it could be chicken, like Sauce the City. That is a great place for chicken. So we're gonna see all these great places, but where should we start?
Well, I think that the best place to probably start is, we'll start with a healthy option, shall we?
Let's go.
Let's go there.
So we are a fast casual Asian fusion concept. We originated from Toledo, Ohio. This is our first location in Cleveland that we're opening in downtown on Euclid, and we're just very excited to be here. We focus on buildables. We also have Asian influenced tacos, Asian influenced snacks, and then we also have a specialty drink called bubble tea. We have signature bowls, so how we would order at the counter would be each bowl has a name, and that is pre-selected with a vegetable combination and a signature sauce. So that's my forte, is creating sauces. That's what makes everything come together with the starch option and the protein options. Everything is made from scratch, and we make it every day. We have well over 10 different sauces that we utilize, and I like to kind of switch them around per season as well. Tacos are more street tacos, so they're smaller tacos that come in as a pair. We also have a taco trio sampler. If you're first time here, want to dabble into different flavors, that's a good choice to have. 3 different tacos you can pick and choose. So flavors range from, we get a lot of influence from all over Asia. So you have some flavors that are originating from Japan, Korea, Chinese, even Indian, and I like to put my own little twist into it. Bubble tea originated from Taiwan back in early 90s. It was been pretty common around the bigger cities like New York, Chicago, California. It's been around for a while, but we really haven't seen a big bubble tea scene here. So when we first started, me and my business partner back in 2010, we wanted to be able to include a specialty drink that we can sell that did not have to be relied on alcoholic drinks. So bubble tea is more like you get served with a big fat straw. So you're kind of experiencing texture and flavor. So you get a choice between 2 bases. One would be a milk-based milk tea, and the other is fruit tea. So when you drink it, we have this cup that we custom seal, so you can kind of flip it upside down, shake it up, and then you get served with these fruit poppers, which is made out of sea kelp with fruit juice inside, and they look like little pearls. And then we also have the original tapioca pearls, which is made out of tapioca flour, and it almost has like a gummy bear texture to it. Best way to explain it, you would have to just come by and kind of check it out and see what you like. But we pretty much cater towards every palate. So we have some really spicy sauces like Bang Bang, which is my favorite, and all the way up to Thai Guy, which is like a Thai influenced sauce. We also have Wiseman sauce, which is one of our most popular bowls, and that is my take on a classic Chinese Szechuan sauce as well. If you're more in the safe zone, definitely try one of our bowls. I think you'll love it. And if you are more of an adventurous type, for sure, try some of our street tacos and bubble tea as well. But you can't go wrong with our bowls, for sure.
Balance Pan Asian Grill is located on Euclid Avenue, and that's right across the street from the 5th Street Arcade.
Sounds delicious. How about this? This sounds good to me. Wings. The best place to go happens to be in Berea. They have been known for their burritos, but they've tried this new concept now in a new place. It's called Boss ChickNBeer.
Boss ChickNBeer is a diner, and I wanted to make people feel the way that it used to feel when my grandma would take me to Woolworth. You can come in with your family, you can come in with your coworkers, and you're gonna sit right down at the counter, and you're gonna get great service, and you're gonna watch us make your food, and it's gonna be super fresh, and it's gonna be super hot, and you're gonna get a personal experience. Okay, Scott's friend, what are you thinking about? I'm a chef, so I like a challenge, and I wanted to make a chicken wing how I like it, which is not dripping in sauce, not messy, super flavorful, and very crispy. We put them in a brine, secret ingredients, gotta let them sit like at least 8 hours. Then after that, we season and we bake them. So we bake them until they're fully cooked, and then we chill them. We season them again. And then after about 4 more hours, then they're ready to actually serve. We fry them crispy, and then we season them again.
Some of our famous wing seasoning right on top.
They don't come in sauce. If you really want us to toss your wings in sauce, we'll do it for $100. They don't need it. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you on the side. We make all our sauces in-house. You won't get them anywhere else. And the sauces are great, but the chicken doesn't need it. I think that's what's really special about what we do is like, it's hard to do. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of love. I have a great team here and we are able to make wings that you cannot find anywhere else consistently every single day. Some people don't like bones, I get it. So we do chicken tenders. We actually take chicken breast, cut it in threes. These are big. We don't have any gluten products in the building. We're completely gluten-free. And it gives people that sense of security that they can come here and eat like a normal human being. Everything's fresh. We do fresh cut fries. We do fried Brussels sprouts. We do salt roasted sweet potatoes and avocado salad. We do a spicy queso mac and cheese. Our menu rotates seasonally because we do get everything local and we want our produce to be super fresh and the best taste possible. I love beer. A lot of times we deal with like really small brewers. So a lot of times they can it and literally bring it here. So it might come on at 8 p.m. on a Friday night, but they just got done canning it and they're dropping it off. It can't get any more fresh than that. So it tastes great. It tastes great with our food. If you are gonna love Boss ChickNBeer, it's because you love Cleveland and you love chicken wings and you love beer.
Boss ChickNBeer is located on Front Street in Berea.
Okay, when we return, we're going to have some fun because Natalie's going to be in the kitchen learning the secret to cheesesteaks.
Let me tell you, this segment is a long time coming. You might recognize this face here. I have James with me. We are at Capo Steaks. They've been on the show in studio before, but I had such a good time with you that we said, we gotta come to your location and check this place out.
Why are you saying it like that?
We are in Glenville, technically.
Glenville, USA.
Glenville, USA.
G-Town.
And technically, I have the boss with me.
Yeah.
So that's it. How did you get that nickname again?
Well, because we're the boss of the cheesesteaks.
You don't mess with their cheesesteaks, let me tell you.
Say that again.
So I know you have family. You don't mess with their cheesesteaks. There you go. I said it again. You have Carl back here.
I've
You
got
have Marcus
Carl,
back here.
My cousin Mark holding it down.
So they're doing the cooking, but I know. Are we going to get you in here? And
We're
help
going to
out
get in here
too?
and do
Okay.
something.
All right.
I got to do something
let's
because
get in
the
here and do
customer's looking for me.
something.
You know what I mean? So
You
they
have
get
become a
scared.
celebrity.
Well, I'm not a celebrity. I just love the people. The neighborhood has embraced us. You all have embraced us. Cleveland embraced us. So since LeBron left, we had to go ahead and take the spot over.
Oh, since LeBron's gone. Okay,
So you didn't miss nothing. Capo's is still here. So what we do is this. Because a lot of people, like I told you, a lot of people in Cleveland, no disrespect, they're a little remedial. Some people think they can just grab something off the shelf and make a cheesesteak. What we
can't do that.
Can't do it. What we do is 100% beef. We do it better than Philly. And what we do is
Forget
we get
Philly.
Yeah. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
So we do this. Look at that. Juicy. Look at this. Now this is 100% red, very expensive. So that's why I know you're not gonna get this at your local gas station.
Oh no. We don't
No
want any of that.
disrespect. No disrespect. So what we do is we cook it like this, and then we add all the trimming. You don't chop the meat totally unless they ask for it to be chopped and seared.
Oh, all
You want
right.
it to be chewy, you want it to be steaky. A standard cheesesteak, because I think I mispronounced it last time. Italian roll, 100% ribeye, cheese and onions.
He's talking
And
to you.
I gotta say it clearly because we want to make sure that we don't use cheese whiz around here. I told y'all that before. We trying to help people live. We're not trying to kill nobody with cheese whiz. That's a whole nother situation, and people are blasphemous for even using cheese whiz. But I digress. This is becoming the second biggest one, the best of both worlds, where you get 100% ribeye and chicken breast. It's becoming the big seller over here.
Oh, mix of both.
Absolutely, you mix them. You mix them real well.
that
And a lot
roasted
of
red
people love
peppers,
this.
too?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people. There it is.
What's that sauce?
That sauce, we can't tell you who that sauce
Oh, that's a
is.
secret sauce.
That sauce will get you in trouble.
Okay.
That sauce, you might be looking for me in the middle of the day with a flashlight. That sauce will get you in trouble.
I want to make sure that we also say thank you because I know you brought something for the whole
No,
crew.
what we
You and
do,
your wife.
because you in G-Town.
There's his wife right there. There's Denise. Say hi, Denise.
No, you in G-Town, you in Glenville. The hood showing a lot of love, so we want to present you all because you came down to see us.
Oh,
With a
those
bouquet
are
of roses.
beautiful.
Glenville Capos in Glenville is coming at. We thank New Day Cleveland and hanging out with us. You got your hood pass. You can come down here. You can come down here
This is the
anytime.
coolest segment I think I've
What
ever
you
done.
mean?
This is the first time I've ever received flowers on behalf of our crew
We
at,
take
at
care
a
of
segment.
people,
so
though.
thank you very much.
Natalie, stop it. We take care of
Capos, come check them out. The Boss.
What up?
From cheesesteaks to crepes. That's right, we're off to Canton for a crepe break. You're gonna love this one.
Crepe Break is a fast, casual, to-go crepe shop. Everything we make at Crepe Break is all homemade. We have no processed foods here, so everything is fresh, and that's the only way we're going to bring it here to Crepe Break. We are a small little crepe shop. We like the camaraderie. We have special customers that come in all the time and thank us for being here because crepes, you hear the story all the time. My grandmother made them. My great-grandmother made them. That's really neat. Swirl her around here. They see us spread them on there, and I think it's the allure of that. I think it's something different. I do have crepes, blue crepes that are on our menu that are 3 on the savory and 3 on the sweet. Those are my grandchildren. They're named Alana, Hunter, Layla, Lucy, Bryce, and Isla. It is their favorite foods in a crepe. Lift her over. The breakfast one, we have the egg expression, and that's just a pull on expression of what we think it should be, which is the eggs, cheese, sausage. It has baby spinach. It has hash browns in it. It has sauteed mushrooms. And then we fold it up. We have like 7 different batters. We have build your own crepe. We have salads in crepe. You do whatever the crepe you want to here, because that's what we do. We make baby crepe cakes. We make larger crepe cakes. We are mobile. We do go out and we cater events. We get invited to a lot of events, which is a lot of fun. Yeah, beautiful color under there. I think it's because they're light, they're airy. They don't give you that full feeling with bread. And we go get our little, voila. It gives me such joy to share with them my recipes. Now, I don't share the recipe because then I can't give you the whole thing. I'll have to kill you then, but I'll give you the whole recipe. But I think it's the freshness and I think it's the allure and it's me, honey. That's what they come in for. We're all friends here. That's what we do. We just have a lot of fun. Have a crepe day. That's our motto around here.
Crepe Break is located in Canton. Coming up after the break, we're going to head to a place where chefs go to test out their new restaurant ideas. I'll give you an idea where it is. It's right here. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. Just a minute ago, I was saying like we're at a place where restaurants test their brand new ideas. The chefs are
Yes.
here, and I said this is where we're at. So where are we?
So we are in Ohio City. We're right on the corner of Detroit and West 25th. It is super cool here. It is called Ohio City Galley. Here's a closer look at what he's talking about.
Ohio City Galley is a food hall. We are a platform for 4 chefs to have an opportunity to open their own restaurant. And we have seating for 200, big central bar, and it's just a sort of a hub for the community to hang out and have good food and have a good time. We were officers in the Navy. We spent a lot of time overseas when we were in, and a lot of time in food markets, primarily in Southeast Asia. And there was a lot of different vendors. Everybody was eating something different. There was a lot of energy, and we came back to the States and wanted to do something similar. So what we've done is we created 4 essentially small restaurants where the guest can just walk right up to the kitchen, order, see what's going on in the kitchen, interact with the chef. They receive a card. They can sit wherever they want in the space, go grab a drink, sit down in the dining room, and somebody will run the food out to them. The 4 kitchens we have, they're extremely talented chefs putting out some great food. We have one concept called the Rice Shop, and he kind of does all these elaborate rice bowls. The second concept is Tin Man, which is kind of a sort of American nostalgia type of cuisine. He has a phenomenal burger, which is kind of his bestseller. It's awesome. And then Sauce the City, Victor Searcy, the fried chicken concept. He's doing some pretty awesome stuff in there. And then Michael Nowak and Polka, he owns the Black Pig in Ohio City. He's taking some authentic flavors and doing some really cool Mexican food. Opening a business is daunting. The realities of running a business are always eye-opening. They were for us. So I think they're experiencing that now. The idea is that these chefs build a following, and when they're finished at the Galley, they're going out into Cleveland, staying local, and opening their own restaurant with this concept. They're usually here for 12 to 18 months, and we bring in new chefs, new concepts, because we want to give as many people the opportunity as we can. We have a really big central bar. We have 20 drafts, primarily all local beers. We try to keep as local to Cleveland as we can. We have a great happy hour. So Monday through Friday, from 5 to 7, everything is half off, which is pretty cool. It's great for after work and grabbing a snack on your way home. The response has been overwhelmingly positive, which we're really excited about. I mean, I have to give a lot of the credit to the chefs. They're putting out some great food, and I think the space turned out really, really well. It's just a welcoming environment for people that are coming in here, and the best thing that we can hear is that people feel comfortable coming here.
Well, if you like what you see, Ohio City Galley right here on West 25th Street.
And it's getting even better because our next stop started as a food truck.
Yes.
But now it's a brick and mortar location, and in Strongsville, they say they're serving the finest tacos.
The Fired Up Taco Shop is a storefront carryout for tacos that we created after 8 years with the food trucks, and we kind of brought all the favorites of the food truck and put it into a carryout brick and mortar location. It seemed just like the right thing to do, and it's catching on right now nationally. So we jumped in 8 years ago, so I feel like we're right in it right now. We have tacos, about 12 to 15 selections, all different kinds. Chicken, beef, or pork. We have a Hawaiian with bacon and pineapple salsa. We also have chorizo empanadas, chicken empanadas. Empanada is another item that's very popular on the truck. So we wanted to make it like the secret weapon. There's tacos, but then, whoa, what is that? And there's the empanadas. So that's something that we're trying to focus on, is also developing those empanadas. The original Fired Up, that's the original name of the truck. It's with our roasted pepper slaw. We have chipotle aioli, fried onions on top, and that comes with chicken, beef, or pork. That's a top seller. The other ones that we new onto the menu and that have been selling like crazy would be the Daddy Steak, and that's a grilled flank steak, peppers and onions, lettuce, got the sauce on there, so those have been flying out the door. And also the King Chorizo, which is a kind of a spicy chorizo. There's some seasoned battered fries on there, slaw, queso fresco, and those have been flying out the door. It's kind of like the truck, but in a standard location. In the future, we'd like to have something bigger after this project, but for now, we're just gonna give you the truck kind of like at a standard location. You come up, you grab your food from the carryout, or you could call. We have online ordering. We have also a whole bunch of catering stuff that we do, that we've been doing for years with the truck, and we also have pickup catering that you could do, where you come and pick up a taco party for 15 to 100 people, right in and you take it home, heat it up, kind of thing. So those two aspects or spaces that's where we're trying to move towards. You know, our second night open was just, the line was out the door, down the block, till we couldn't go anymore, type of thing. And it was just a real moment of, wow, this is pretty real. They were here and they were banging down the door. So that was our second night with no promotion, no tweets of anything that we opened. We just opened, kind of put the light on, and word spread through different outlets on social media. and the secret was out, and it was pretty cool to have that experience.
Fired Up Tacos is located, of course, in Strongsville, and it is on Prospect Road.
Okay, are you ready for some Italian?
Yes, I am ready.
After the break, Italian coffee, gelato, pizza, pasta. We'll be back. I am talking quality Italian food. For 45 years, Sainato's is the place to come if you want the best of the best. And this is the man who started it all, Louis Sainato. It is so good to be here with you. Am I already making you tear up a little bit?
No.
Are you? Not at all. This is a guy who has been doing this since he was 24 years old.
Right.
You started in Slavic Village?
Right.
And you moved the place to Parma for a couple of years?
I sold it and I opened a place in Parma. I was there for 6 years. I sold that, was out of the business for 6 years, and then I opened up in Slavic Village in 1983. I was looking for something. I've been down in the flats here like 14 years. This is my third location in the flats in 14 years.
Wow, third location in the flats.
Right.
Now he says he's retired, but they still find you here at the lunch hour making all the great dough.
I'm just here at lunchtime.
You sure about that?
Yep.
So is this your famous, I mean, this is your dough, your recipe?
Right. So I'm gonna pan some of these out now.
Okay, well, I'll let you do that. And as
Okay.
you're doing that, I'm gonna ask, so how many slices are we getting out of a 9-inch pizza?
This you get 4 slices.
Okay, so personal size for me then.
Yeah, well, the personal size is this, but this, yeah, most people.
No, that's a personal size
Right,
for me. You don't
okay.
know how I eat.
Right.
All right, I'll let you put one on. Let's see how this is done. Why did you tear up? Because are you just glad that you've endured 45 years and you're grateful for all the customers? See how I just can't. And this is why we love local business owners, and this is why we love to support them here on New Day Cleveland, because of people like you, who you're gonna make me tear up, but who really put their blood, sweat, and tears into a business. And now you can kind of sit back, relax, enjoy it, have fun doing it, and watch as people enjoy your food.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go enjoy your food right now, if
Okay.
that's okay. Does that sound good to
All
you?
right, good.
I'll let you keep working,
All right.
Mr. Retired. I think not. I'm going to go off front. So you met Louis. This is another person you have to meet, because when you're down here, you have to say hi to Urvashi. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
So you and your husband kind of jumped on board not that long ago.
In May.
In
of
May.
20. Yep.
So what made you want to be a part of this? Clearly, it's just a great Italian eatery.
Absolutely. And Louis is another part of it. So he's, we sold our other old businesses, and then he's like, why don't you come here and take over Sainato's? It's a great restaurant, family owned. So we decided to do that and jump on board in May of 2017.
Let's go through some of the things you have
Sure.
on the table here. There's the pizza. That's the personal pizza, in my opinion.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
That looks delicious. Now, tell me about that pasta.
So it's house-made pasta with meatballs, which is also our family-owned recipe, with the marinara sauce, which is also house-made in here as well.
I don't care. I have to have another piece of that.
Yes.
Oh, so good.
I told you. Yeah.
Calzones?
Oh, thank you. Calzones. So as you saw Louis earlier in the back making the dough, so we take that same dough obviously and then make the calzones. It's with cheese and then whatever kind of toppings you want on it.
And then your chicken, this is your chicken piccata?
Yes. Chicken piccata, again, house made. It's our own recipe with topped off with capers.
They have so much going on. You bottle your sauces.
Yep. So we bottle our pizza sauce, our marinara sauce, arrabbiata sauce, and then the vodka arrabbiata sauce as well.
Then, if someone wants to come here at lunchtime, what can they get?
We have a great buffet that's happening right now. It's Monday through Friday, 11 to 2. And we rotate our food all the time, keep it fresh. And it's always going to be salad, rolls, pastas, and pizzas. $7.99.
And soups.
And soups.
And soups
And
for
soups.
$7.99. I love this place. I love the people. You guys are absolutely wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
I will be back. You know what I'm
you.
going to do right now? Eat more in the meatball, because I'm telling you, it's just that good. Thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you.
This is
Thank you.
delicious. I'm telling you, get the meatballs. I'm not just saying that. Unbelievable.
Okay, now you can round out your Italian dinner with a trip to Fairlawn, where you'll find an Italian coffee house and cafe that says, one sip and you'll be sold.
Café Arnone is a local Italian coffee bar, and it's family run and operated. So there's always family members in and out of here, any given day, all the time. So that's kind of the fun, authentic part of what we're doing here. The atmosphere was something kind of circumferenced by the whole bar. So it's something that everyone can kind of come and hang out at. They can see exactly what's going on with the baristas, the chef. All of our coffee is roasted in Italy. And then we do some small batch, high-end quality roasting in-house. But it's the whole Italian effect, right? Roasting in Italy, it's very bold, big flavors. We have everything from drip coffee, then we do a pour-over bar where you can actually get a French press, a V60, which is a smaller pour-over, and then a Chemex as well, 4 to 5 cup. And then the full espresso bar. Anything from espresso, macchiatos, lattes, cappuccinos, mochas, everything else. All of our food is made in-house, so you can get an avocado mashed toast, you can get a toast with different other toppings, jams, and then the other focal point of the made-to-order menu is a piadina, which is an Italian flatbread. Special order, pick your kind of ingredients, and then we'll fill it, put it on a panini press. You get a side with it as well, and you're good to go. Pastries are something that really kind of accent everything else that we're doing. So you can get a Italian cornetto, which has something with Nutella in it. It's basically an Italian croissant, or a plain one. And then the Italian bombolinis, which is something that is just a huge focal point here. Custard or chocolate filled. It's basically an Italian holeless donut. Fantastic. The gelato is a main focal part. We make it all in-house. Everything is made with local dairy, all made from scratch. There's no artificial flavoring. So it's the best high quality stuff that we can find here. It's kind of been a labor of love. And every year we've kind of gone and kind of figured out exactly how we wanted to do it. So I started importing the coffee first and foremost 8 or 9 years ago. And then we kind of took that, had a couple wholesale customers, and then we started the food truck. And that was a grassroots level to kind of get into the market to see if it worked. So we took all that experience and finally designed this. The feedback from the community has really been something that's been amazing. You know, when you have an idea and you actually do it, and people come and kind of see and experience it, it's been unreal.
I'm gonna try and say it like Italian. Say Café Arnone
Arnone
is located in Fairlawn.
Okay, we're heading now to University Heights for a modern-day deli. Let me get this right. It is lox, stock, and brisket.
Perfect.
Lock, stock, and brisket is a modern delicatessen. It has a lot of traditional flavors and ingredients, but has some unique and non-traditional sandwiches and sides. I always cut against the grain. I was born and raised in Cleveland, started working in restaurants at a young age. I went to culinary school and traveled all over the country and actually studied in Europe for a few years. And after 20 years, I decided to move back to Cleveland to open up my own restaurant. And based on the neighborhood and things that I like and I enjoy is how the concept evolved. I wanted it to have some traditional flavors and have, you know, if somebody was looking for a pastrami on rye, we wanted to offer that. But we also wanted to keep it unique and fun and hip and add a couple things in there that weren't traditional to deli. So fried chicken sandwich is not traditional. Bread and butter pickle slaw, our house-made bread and butter pickles, our fried chicken breast, and our hot sauce aioli. We do a little bit more sauces. We have a little bit more spice in a lot of our stuff. A little bit of barbecue flavors. So it's a little bit of twists and turns, but yet everything's sort of rooted in that traditional flavors and ingredients, just interpreted in a different way. Our first 5 sandwiches are named after cities and areas that I lived in. Number 1 is Upper East Side, so that would be New York City. Number 2, we call it the Santa Monica, that's area of Los Angeles. Number 3 is the Lincoln Park, that's an area in Chicago. 4 is the Uptown, it's actually Dallas, Texas, I spent a little time there. And then 5 is the Mirage, is of course the Mirage Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, I worked there.
And what about aside from coleslaw or potato salad?
experience the hard work and the soul that goes into it. We make everything in-house. We say, as anything that we can make, we do. And to have people recognize that and willing to travel just a little bit further, so it's very reassuring. We're getting a great response from the locals. The local neighborhood and the local people around here are coming and saying, thank you for bringing a delicatessen back to Cedar Center.
Lock's Stock and Brisket is located on Cedar in University Heights.
We have more coming up after the break. It's chicken paprikash and sausage gravy. You'll see both right after this. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. Get ready for this because the food scene in downtown Lorain is heating up.
Oh, there's a new cafe that is going to make you crave sausage gravy.
Brew Stew is a breakfast lunch destination. We offer fresh soups, paninis, wonderful baked goods, and we have a espresso and coffee bar, so we offer those drinks as well. With Brew Stew, well, we do have soups and stews, and we're brewing coffee. So I just kind of like names that go together. Dishware is very eclectic, so a lot of my regulars, it appeals to all of them. Like they feel like they're in California, they feel like they're in New York. I heard like Portland, so it reminds them of a coffee house that they've been to before. We just decided to anchor here, and we saw a need for places like this to exist here. Sausage gravy and toast. So we use our bread. We get all our bread from Blackbird Bakery out of Lakewood, and the sausage and gravy we make here, cooktop. Very simplistic recipe, Southern style. And what I do with the rosemary is I light it on fire and kind of infuse it into the gravy. So when you taste it, it just gives it it elevates it a bit. Steel cut oats, yeah, that's a fan fave on our menu. And so basically fresh cut fruit, granola, brown sugar, cinnamon, little honey drizzle. We make dumplings from scratch, fresh to order. So when you come in, you could kind of customize your dumplings because some people like the smaller, the medium, large. This way you could have it however you want. Bakery is very special. I went with a local cottage bakery gal here from Lorain, Laura Katef. Her company is a Bay. She wants her brick and mortar one day. So I want to kind of help start her off. I feel like with small businesses, we need to support each other, kind of all work together. We've kind of been studying coffee for years, just because we're connoisseurs with that. So we traveled all over the country. Of course, the bigger Mecca areas for coffee like Portland and Seattle, New York. And we just, we fell in love with Rising Star. They've been very consistent in their beans. So the reason our lattes are so unique is one is the base, our bean. We use a Apocalypto bean, it's like a Sumatra. And second is the milk. You gotta have good quality milk. So we use Hertzler's. The most important is the sweetening component. We actually make our simple syrups here. That's another thing, we kind of hook people in. You gotta have the best coffee, you gotta have the best bread, you gotta have the best baked goods, and you gotta have the best soups.
Brew Stew is located on Broadway in Lorain.
Feel like a beer?
Why not?
It's time for a beer. We're going to head to a place that's a great pub food, and lots of great beer. It's called Lockport Brewery.
We're here at Lockport Brewery. We're about 1 hour south of Cleveland on 77, just a short drive from downtown. We're a small craft brewery here in North Tuscarawas County. My wife and I have been married for 5 years, together for almost 10, and we've always liked craft beer, so we started making it, started home brewing. It became a pretty robust hobby. So I quit my job and went to work for Millersburg Brewing Company out in Holmes County. Did that for about 2.5 years and decided that we could do this, and we decided to lay the groundwork and open a brewery. We come up with different craft beer styles by visiting lots of other breweries, experiencing different styles of beer from not just around here but all over the world, and gaining inspiration from those, and then trying our best to put our twist on those beers. So we started out with 4 cellar tanks. Those came out of a brewery in California that grew and needed larger tank capacity. They had already named their tanks, and those names came from German Oktoberfest songs. We added 2 tanks. Those are named after my mom, Mary Beth, and my mother-in-law, Kathleen. So the first beer we ever made here at Lockport is our Gateway Cream Ale. It's an American-style cream ale. We're pretty proud that we just won a gold medal at the Great American Beer Festival out in Denver just a few weeks ago. That beer is built to be approachable, to kind of convert non-craft beer drinkers into craft beer drinkers. That ranges from there to hoppy beers like our IPAs, all the way to our big double chocolate stouts. We have a beer that we brew with a lot of chocolate malt and milk sugar. It creates a very sweet but also pretty robust beer. We call that one Big Debbie, and it's pretty popular, especially in the wintertime. We have everybody from seasoned craft beer veterans to people that have never had craft beer before. For the people that know what they're looking for, you can usually spot them. They don't hesitate. They know what they want when they pick up the menu. And then for the people that kind of need a little more direction, we make sure our staff is educated in the beer styles. They can kind of help guide their taste experience, and hopefully we find something that they like. Right now we have a very tiny kitchen, but we do pump a lot of food out of it. We have panini sandwiches. We have 8 different kinds of those.
We're making grilled cheese. It comes on Italian bread. It gets 3 slices of Gouda cheese, 3 slices of provolone cheese, bacon, and then it's an onion jam.
Nobody ever leaves thirsty or hungry. Gateway is our most popular selling beer. Again, I believe that's because it's very approachable, appeals to a wide audience. Our Ruckus IPA is our flagship IPA. We've got that dialed in, I think, where we want it. And our chocolate beer, Big Debbie's, rounds out the robust beers, probably the best. Lockport's very proud to be a part of the Bolivar community. We were the first brewery in Tuscarawas County in about 65 years, and the community's been outstanding. Just fantastic support, feedback. We've gained new fans, and we keep getting new fans all the time. We have a dog-friendly patio. We have water bowls out there for them, and we jokingly say that dogs drink for free all day. So people love to come and hang out on the covered patio. We wanted to make a comfortable place that people can relax and have a good time. Also very family-friendly. Kids are welcome. Sometimes they do homework here, so we invite people of all ages. If you haven't had an opportunity to come out to Lockport Brewery, we'd love to see you.
Lockport Brewery is located in Bolivar. And guess what? We're not done yet.
Nope, 2 more stops to go. One is a very creative diner. When we come back. Welcome back to New Day Cleveland. We are heading to this great little diner where they take breakfast favorites to the next level.
It's called the Hot Grillz Diner.
Hot Grillz Diner is a classic car, motorcycle themed, old school diner. We try not to use a lot of prepared food. We try not to use a lot of preservatives. If you get a turkey sandwich here, we roasted that turkey. Our ham is a carving ham. I don't like lunch meat, so I don't serve lunch meat. All of our meats come in fresh. We make our own country fried steaks. Our potatoes were potatoes this morning. We do our own French fries. As a matter of fact, I only have a little freezer because I don't want to serve a lot of frozen products. We make our own chilies. We make our own soups. I think that's one of the things we really pride ourselves on, is it's like you made it yourself, but you didn't have to do any of the work, or your mom made it for you, and you didn't have to do any of the work. We have the best pancakes, by far the best pancakes. They are fantastic. And then we added a lot of fun stuff to the menu, like we don't just do a plain French toast, we do a crunchy French toast. So it's battered and breaded, and then it's served with fresh strawberries and bananas. You don't even need syrup. We do our breakfast, my favorite one is the huevos de muerte, and it is the eggs of death. It is a huge, on a skillet, a huge pile of potatoes, vegetables, and eggs scrambled in. We top it with our homemade chili and chili con queso. So it's just this big, there's not a bite in that dish that doesn't have flavor. My daughter works here with me. Nikki makes all of our cupcakes. Because we're a breakfast and lunch place, people don't generally eat a lot of heavy desserts in the middle of the day, but it's nice to take that little cupcake home with you or back to the office and eat it later. Her cupcakes aren't just cake and frosting, they're filled. So if you're getting a cherry cream cheese, there's cream cheese in the middle of the cupcake, frosting, and then usually some cherries on top. She tries to get real creative with the decorating and more like a dessert than just cake. I'm here basically 7 days a week. When I wake up at home and I don't have to be here, I wonder what's happening down here, so I just come down anyways. Talk to my guests. I mean, I hate to call people guests or customers because they become friends. My favorite part of a Saturday is walking around with my cup of coffee and talking to my friends.
Hot Grillz Diner is located in Walton Hills.
All right, our last stop here happens to be in Aurora. This is 1815 Tavern.
1815 Tavern, small tavern, comfortable atmosphere in a great setting. Aurora and most of the Aurorans know it as the 1815 house because of the year it was built. The type of food we feature is New American, specialized in wood-fired pizzas. Everything we make here is house-made. We have house-made pastrami, house-ground burgers. He makes his own pasta. We do the Neapolitan-style pizzas. The wood we're using, oak, hickory, cherry. The product coming out of the pizza oven is wonderful. Chef John Slade does a couple of other items out of that pizza oven as well. Believe it or not, I mean, the #1 seller, pepperoni pizza. I mean, he does some different pizzas. He does a white pizza, margarita pizza. He does some different special pizzas, but time and again, the pepperoni pizza always turns out to be the #1 seller. House-made dough, everything done scratch in-house, and the final product is just wonderful. He has a flat iron steak on the menu. He does a sirloin on the menu with a asparagus risotto going with the sirloin. The trout on the menu, I think, is second to none. Menu changes 2-3 times a year. We don't change the entire menu, but just seasonally. Chef Lorain makes the desserts for us, and she changes them up. There's a couple of desserts that'll always be there, such as the carrot cake, a couple of mainstays. She mixes them up, and she just does a wonderful job with our desserts. And as soon as you walk into the restaurant, you see the dessert list, and a lot of people like to start there and work their way back because the desserts are excellent. Whenever possible, we try to source local ingredients, and we do a nice job with that. Local eggs, local beers, local food whenever possible. Naturally, not everything that you can do is local, but we do the best we can to support the local farmers and the local brewers and the local people. I get teased for not doing much of anything, more talking and interacting with the customers, and that's what I enjoy. I've been in the business my whole life. Boy, it must be over 40 years now, and just enjoy the interaction with the customers, working with the employees who are just great people, and once it gets in your blood, it's hard to leave.
1815 Tavern is located in Aurora, and you know what that means? We have wrapped up our tasting tour.
How many places?
12.
So I can't remember that, and if you can't remember that, just go to fox8.com. We've got the whole list right there.
We also love your suggestions. You can go to our Facebook page, drop them, because again, we were at a dozen. There are so many awesome stops throughout Northeast Ohio.
And don't forget about Ohio City Galley right here, Sauce the City. 4 great places all in one place right here at the corner of West 25th and Detroit.
It's hip, it's cool, just like us, right?
With that, I'll say I'm David Moss.
And I'm Natalie Hervick.
We'll see you on the next
New Day Cleveland.
So long.